Hello everybody and welcome to this short video today. And today I'm speaking about manifesting money without the hustle. So I wanted to share with you just a couple of things that I see on this subject that I believe will be helpful to those of you that think that you have to work harder to get more money, that you have to go, money is difficult and you have to sacrifice your health, or you have to somehow sacrifice some part of your life in order to receive money. And I want to share with you in as simple a way as possible. So I'm going to use some client examples here and some metaphors, analogies that I hope you'll find useful. But one of my clients came to me and she was speaking about, the fact that she had gained new clients and she was excited about that and she felt great about it. But she noticed that she was starting to feel anxious again because her bills were starting to come for the following month. And she felt that she'd gotten this incredible new wave of people, but that she was basically going back into needing to keep her foot on the gas, as it looked to her, in order to, get more money and be okay with the bills that were coming. And I can understand the logic of that, and I bet you can too. I mean, there's something kind of logical about, well, if you've got your own business, you have to kind of keep yourself going, et cetera, et cetera. But what this client didn't see, what she innocently didn't see, was that she had this idea that the money was out there, that the money was away from herself, separate from herself, and that she needed to go and get it. And her thoughts were really scaring her. I mean, she was feeling very anxious. And so I shared this with her, and I hope it helps you, but I shared with her that, our wisdom will always provide our solution. Our wisdom will always guide us on what we need to do, who we need to speak to, what action we need to take. Wisdom is proactive, okay? It's not about sitting in your bedroom and, humming your way to $10,000 a month. Wisdom is proactive. But she was forgetting that, and she was listening very intently to the insecure thoughts that were telling her, you need to keep your foot on the gas. You're not going to be okay next month. You did well last month, but you're not going to do well next month, and you need to be careful. So she was innocently listening to that insecurity. And I share it this way. It's kind of like when you're watching the news, you can either be listening to the main broadcaster, she's wisdom in this case, or you can be tuning in to the ticker tape that's running across the bottom of the screen, telling you about all the horrible atrocities going on in all other parts of the world. And the ticker tape is our insecure thinking. It's kind of attractive. It's kind of like, it looks more important, right? We tune out of the main broadcaster, wisdom, and we tune into this ticker tape that isn't really giving us helpful information in the moment. It's telling us about a ton of other things that aren't relevant to what the main broadcaster is sharing. And so I shared this with my client. I was helping her see that she had innocently tuned out of the main broadcaster wisdom that had helped her in the first place to receive all these new clients, to get this wave of income, to get this wave of opportunity. And she'd gone back to innocently listening to the ticker tape, innocently paying attention there. Now, it's so innocent, but it's not helpful. Okay, it's not helpful. It's kind of like just going to leave you in a spin each time of this idea that you need to push yourself, that you need to work harder. And many women who come to me concerned financially really think that they have this money story they have to fix, that they have this that they have this kind of mindset that they need to work on, that they have this cultural thing from their family and their lineage that they have to address. And I want to share with you, that is not helpful. Okay, you can spend your life going in that direction if you want to. And I can promise you, you will find more and more problem. You will find more and more story to fix. Okay, when you really get to distinguish and get a grip on the difference between when your wisdom is speaking to you versus when your insecurity is in the driving seat, your life is subject to change, particularly your relationship to money. Because from a place of wisdom, you are solution orientated. You are in common sense. There's no room for bad decisions. There's no room for regret and shame, because you're operating from the main broadcaster. And remember, the main broadcaster is holding the news you need. The ticker tape is irrelevant at that moment, okay? It's irrelevant. The main broadcaster, that wisdom within you, knows how to take care of you. It's the same energy that's beating your heart right now. It's the same energy that turns acorns into oak trees without you worrying about it. It's the same energy that turns embryos into babies without you spending 9 months looking at your pregnant stomach, hoping that the baby will grow. Right? Like this energy in money. And if you are someone who has innocently separated that out as though money is the exception, you know, money is the place where the intelligence behind life simply doesn't work for you, I want to help you see differently, because money is mind in action. Money is still part of the entire system and the intelligence. And very innocently, there's a lot of judgmental thinking on this subject. There's a lot of learned thinking. There's a lot of cultural thinking that is ticker tape stuff. It's all just noise and insecurity that you've innocently been listening to for probably your whole life. So if you're struggling in this area, if you find yourself lost in this area, if you'd love to hear my perspective more deeply, if you would love to understand how this intelligence behind life is available for you where money is concerned, I want to invite you to get in touch. You can book a call with me on gracefulcoaching.net/speak with Grace. Okay, simply put in the subject line, money help. And secondly, if you're hearing this webinar at the correct time, or you're hearing this Grace Note rather at the correct time, I have a special webinar all about manifesting money without the hustle. And it's happening Monday, July 29th. Monday, July 29th, 2019 at 6 p.m. Italy, 5 p.m. London, 12 p.m. New York. And I'd love to invite you to join me on that. You can find that on gracefulcoaching.net/webinar series, depending on when you're listening to this, okay? The complimentary call is always available, but the webinar is only taking place on Monday, the 29th of July. So I hope this has been helpful, and please do get in touch if I can help you in this area. Do not let money be the thing in your life that you struggle with, or you have a separate relationship with, or you simply end up hustling about. I'm here to help you see differently. All right, lots of love. Ciao.